Good morning, y'all. My name is Matt and you're watching Firewood on the Hill. Today I want to show y'all my firewood cutting processor. I've got it worked out where it's working really good. I still have to add the clamp to hold the logs and then just a backing board. But I just want to get everything worked out before I start putting it all together. But first we have to load up the roadside stand because I just kept getting hit one day after another. I'm telling you guys, I could not keep up. So that is the first thing we're going to do here. So I think the best thing that I can do with filling the roadside stand now is using these IBC totes to carry wood up to the roadside stand. I'm just pulling it from where I've stacked it. This year, y'all, I have sold a lot more wood earlier than last year. I mean, way more. You can see down here, guys, I have a bunch of wood that I've just dropped because it's literally going out that fast. I have IBC totes all around this wood right here because what I'm doing is I'm pulling out all the ash, maple, poplar, or any dried oak, and I'm putting it in these bins so that they're ready to go up to the roadside stand. And then I'm just leaving all the oak on the ground, and once I get everything sorted, I'm just going to scoop all that oak and put it in a pile right over here. So this is one of my first totes that I ever did, and you can see I cut it. I did this just for bundles, so I cut the bottom out. It's not as sturdy as if you do that, so I wouldn't do that anymore. I'll leave the bottom two now. But I did get this idea from another firewood channel. I don't know which channel originally did it, but I've seen a bunch of other channels do it, so I'm doing it now. So thank you to whoever came up with the idea. Just put your cutouts in there and it'll help keep the wood up, kind of make a temporary wall. As y'all can see, guys, the roadside stand has just been getting hit left and right, and I have been filling wood throughout the week. I mean, we got all 40 rack, all the 460 racks gone. A couple of the 20s is gone over there, 20s over there, bundles has been out. So like I said, I've been refilling it and it's just been going out so fast. But what I'm gonna do here, guys, the reason I dropped this right here, I'm gonna drop it right here. I'm gonna move this 40 rack, I'm gonna move this 60 rack right here and push everything back because I have a 40 rack right back there that I just put out because I couldn't get it in here. But I'm gonna try to make it to where I have all my 20s, all my 40s, and all my 60s. That way it's easy for the customer to see. So I have all the 40s pushed together. Now I'm gonna slide these 60s down. I'm gonna take that 20 rack out and just stack it with these 60s, and then I'll take that down with the tractor and load that up and bring that back, and this be the last thing in line. That way we have everything in order. All right guys, so Everett actually showed up and he's helping me fill up this roadside stand, and when we got it full, I'll turn around and show you guys. We got everything full but that bundle rack. I still got to do bundles, but we are loaded up again. I also took the roadside stand on wheels down to the wood yard, and I'll fill that up later this week when I start selling through a bunch of those 20 racks. But we got the roadside stand filled, which was a very, very helpful thing. So I appreciate that. It was just taking me a long time to get that filled, and it took us 2 hours probably.
It's still, you know, filling that big of a stand up, it definitely does.
It took, if I tell you this, it took 4.5 IBC totes to fill all that wood up. So it was a lot of wood. But behind us is the processor. This is a firewood cutting processor. Has nothing to do with splitting. I've already got the live deck loaded. We got our roller here, and looky there, I got the Echo 590 on there this time, and the reason for that is I've added the conveyor to this process, and this conveyor is an electric conveyor, so I only have one drop cord that long, as well as it's probably not good to run a 15 amp electric chainsaw, and then I guess that's probably 15 amp as well, maybe higher, motor, and run it off the same plug-in outlet area. So I know the conveyors actually tripped the breaker on the house before alone, so I know with a chainsaw it probably won't work out. So to use my electric chainsaw, I'm gonna have to find some other source, maybe a generator or a high wattage power box or something like that, so that I could use the electric chainsaw and the electric conveyor. But what we got set up, guys, is obviously you got the processor to the conveyor. The conveyor takes the logs or the rounds and puts them in an IBC tote, as well as I have this IBC tote here, and this is where I'm going to put all the crap wood, the end pieces, all that good stuff. I'm just going to let it drop on the conveyor, let it ride up. I'll grab it right here at the tote and just drop it in. So that's the process. We'll see how this thing works. All right, guys, that was one of the initial runs of the cutting firewood processor, and I'm pretty happy with it. We had very straight wood and very crooked wood, so that shows that it will go through there. The crooked wood is definitely harder to deal with, 100%. I think straight wood is what we'd want to put through it from now on, but you know, we want to try. And another thing with that is, with the wood sitting on the live deck, we could easily take another saw and trimmed all that back before we even got to the processing part. So that's another option there. But man, I think it works great. Everett, how did you feel about when you ran it?
You can tell a difference as far as bending over. Even when you're bucking standing up, it's still back consuming. You got to bend over. I like the fact that you can let the round go, not have to stick your hands over there. Makes it a little safer. Goes up the conveyor and puts in the IBC tote. It's a big difference from picking it up, touching it so many times. It's just another step that you're not going to have to do, you know?
Yeah.
This might take time to set up, like everybody, you know, sees sometimes, but it's standing up and bucking and doing it all right here, big difference.
Yeah, and there is a huge difference with that Echo too. Man, that electric saw is nice, it's quiet, but that Echo was ripping through that wood way faster than that electric saw. Electric
saws have got their place, you know what I mean? They're good, they're quiet, they're good for small, taking off the small limbs of stuff. Like you said, something that's crooked you want to knock off is 3 or 4 inches. They have their place, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. So we do have some things that we definitely figured out when we were running that processor. One, we're definitely, which we've talked about this before, we got to get the back plate right there. So I gotta get a piece of wood and some bolts, and that should be settled. What we also ran into when we were moving that one piece with the V, it was moving the actual rolling conveyor towards the actual conveyor. So a way to remedy that is, if, like you said before, if we drill that conveyor, the rolling conveyor, to the live deck, bolt it there, and that will not move anymore, and that would be much more sturdy with that. So I'll show you guys the end product here real quick. So this is the scrap bin right here. It's got all your crooked pieces and little cookies and stuff, and we could easily let this go up and go into this tote right here, and it really wouldn't harm anything. But with separating it, we can get a lot more wood in this, and we do not have to move or mess with that wood when we go to split. But I think this worked very well. Also, guys, I'm going to use that one of the cutouts for the IBC totes to stick in there, and then this wood will not fall out of the bin anymore, and all I gotta do is scoop with the tractor, scoop it out of the tractor, and we're ready to run again. All right, guys, so all in all, I think the processor is going to work, and it's going to work great. We do have a few things to change here and there, but that's just with learning and doing it and all that good stuff. But if you were at the Paul Bunyan show, you saw my new shirts and hats, but I want to show you guys again. This is the hat right here. I'm selling these for 20 bucks. I have dark or navy blue, light blue, and gray. This one's Everett, so you can't have that one. And then the shirts, I have green, blue, black, and gray. You can't have this one's Everett as well.
Thank you.
But yeah, so I'm selling both those at $20 a piece, and then you pay shipping. I've shipped a couple of shirts out this week, and it was like $5 and some change. So basically $26 to get either one of them to your house is what I would say. But yeah, Everett, y'all know Everett comes in here and helps me all the time, and he's willing to help for free and all that good stuff. And it's all, I mean, I feel like I just owe him so much, so giving him a shirt is probably just a little bit of what I owe him, but I want to give it to him to show I appreciate him.
Man, I appreciate it, buddy. I really do.
Hey, maybe one day we'll see Everett with a different hat on.
Maybe. I don't mind wearing them and supporting the other channels, though.
Yeah. So,
thank you.
Yeah, Everett, you have stickers now, right?
I've got some stickers from some other channels.
Yep. So Everett's got stickers too. So if y'all want a sticker from Everett and all that good stuff, check him out at East Firewood. All that good stuff. But yeah, that's all we got today, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe. We'll catch you next time.